South African rugby. And I must be said, very hard to go against this Paarl Gim side considering the fantastic display they put on against Stellenbosch just a couple of weeks ago. I don't know too much about this KES side if I was brutally honest. Of the possession, KES could very well spring a surprise on this Paarl Gim side.
They will also take the kickoff. As we've got in the number 10 jumper, Andrew Jackson taking off proceedings with a high ranking.
And again showing some early nerves from both sides. This time it's off the top to Paarl Gim. Puts it on the boot just in behind. It's fantastic gather here by Paarl Gim.
Oh, Miller over the try line. Brilliant start. Try scored.
Takes it to the line nice and flat. And then it's a little dink over the top, the hard press from KES, and it's the bounce of the rugby ball, which bounces favorably for this absolute
sail. Burden sniping to the sword side. They got space here. Can they use the space? That's a strong handoff from Whitehead. Whitehead on the inside to Thomas Saunders. Woo! Bit of razzle dazzle by the Gimmies, and over they go.
Watching, getting very narrow on the short side, and then it's that handoff straight through the middle they go. I love the presence of mind there to still the draw and pass. Paul in two hands. And Thomas.
Interesting lineouts we got here for Paarl Gim, as we see 13 Marcus Miller at the receiver. It's a quick set by Gim. They got the set. They got the set. Over Miller goes. That is a little bit too easy for this team from Paarl. Marcus Miller.
He's the first ripper that comes down. Normally what you would see a six flanker or...
Peters again with a conversion attempt. Strikes it. Over it goes. Divan Baden. Out wide they go. There's ample of spaces. Paarl Gim has found. Can they finish? Can they finish? What question am I asking? Of course they can finish. And this time it's Johan Kleinans over in the corner. All too easy.
I mean, it's 1v3 in the end, and then it's just a draw and pass. Too much pace. Too big, too strong, this Paarl Gim side.
Sunday rugby. Potgieter off the back of the scrum. Strong carry from Quinton Potgieter. Excellent turn of pace by Quinton Potgieter. Wow, what a try from Quinton Potgieter. That is brilliant rugby.
There he goes again. Too big, too strong. Even out flanks this KES defense. Just when it have to agree.
On we go in the rolling volley. Again, Paarl Gim. Too easy. Marcus Miller, that man again.
Really dangerous attacking opportunity here, Rudy.
Burden off the base of the scrum to Baker. Baker playing short, and that is brilliant from Thomas Saunders. Excellent set piece execution. Wow, Zuls.
Training ground. The little run around coming from almost on the blind side. And that little dink. And as I look down at the coach's box, high fives all around.
He played in the air. There goes Badenhorst, the lanky. Here goes that guy again. Strong run from Hendrik van Zyl as he finds Jandre. Oh, the buses ball! Over goes Dreyer. Everybody cheering in the Bakotter.
Without a doubt, the penalty was about to come. Presence of mind to release the ball, get on his feet, and still make the offload. And then it's the ball over the top. But here's the buses full, Rudy. You'll like that one. Caught completely off balance.
Oh, quick ruck ball for Nicola Burden. Isolated ball carrier, but still they retain the ball. Quick ball again to Peters out the back. Here goes Paarl Gim. Marcus Miller. Marcus Miller to Johan Kleinans. And he walks it in again. Straight from the restart.
Right side. Running out of numbers up the left-hand touch with KES. And then Marcus Miller, still the presence of mind to work his way infield. Square up that last man.
With a strong feint. Baden. Peters puts it on the foot as he finds amples of space. Here goes Kleinans and the ball sits up. Of course it does for Kleinans. They've got this rugby ball on speed dial. Like a please call me back in the day when we grow up.
Yeah, once again, that presence of mind, see the space in behind, the dink, and then you called it. Controlling that rugby ball.
They walking over here, white there to Barenos. Barenos decides, nope, it's finally his time to get one on the score sheet. Down.
Yeah, I have to agree with you once again, Rudy. All of 4 or 5 players could have scored that. And over at a canter, but it's just wave off.
In the pace as he bursts through 2 tacklers. Finally gets taken down. Quick ball for Paarl Gim. Louis Kuhn into the hands of Parker. Kleinans down the 5. Oh, that's a brilliant clear out. Here goes Van der Langen. Atti van der Langen. Strong carry by the tight head prop. Ball still available for Gymnasium. Referee says backwards at the breakdown. Quick ball, Kuhn. Brilliant by Peters. Off the shoulder of Whitehead, Charles Whitehead. We just look at this. Brilliant running. You don't always see a fly-off running short balls like that. A short little cute restart, but that's brilliant to get it by the Gimmies. I just love it when a forward puts a chip in go. He gets it as well. Hendrik van Zyl! Hendrik van Zyl! Over he goes! Woo! Must be the try of the match from Hendrik
van Zyl. And once again, this bounce of the rugby ball has just been in the favor of Paarl Gim for the last 65 minutes. They can't put a
kick there by Boyce. Wilkins knocking it on. Here goes another turnover. Kleinans picking up the meat pie. Johan Kleinans over.
Just takes his eyes off at the last minute, and then it's a whole miscommunication between the 2 young men. The attack, can they get their first score of the evening? 67 minutes into this game, only a couple of minutes left to play. Up the right-hand side they go this time. Unfortunately, the ball gets knocked on, and it's a 100-meter race up the left-hand touchline.
Reino Jagers. Oh, die mannen is vandaag in die Paarl. Dis spoed en nog spoed. En Jagers over.
I want to say against the run of play, with KES on the attack, really hoping to get their first score. Reino Jagers goes the full 100 meters and scores, and that takes the scoreline to 95 points to 0. And it's all but a massive.
Well done to the man from Ceres. Hails from Laerskool Gericke. Here goes Paarl Gim again. They just lining up for tries. It's that man again that came off the bench. Reino Jagers. That's another.
But too big, too strong is the home side. Eventually, 102 points to 0. That is the ball game, folks. It's